I want to discuss Chris Haynes' ESPN.com story on Andre Iguodala's wild free agency. Turns out he came closer to leaving the Warriors than anybody thought. It could have ended up on the Rockets. Stephen, the Warriors went all out to keep him in the end. How important do you think it is to the defending champs?
For me personally, I think Andre Iguodala is one of those guys. He's the missing piece to a lot of teams. He can plug in a lot of places, but the Warriors, as good as they are, they can put anybody in that position and still win. I think they wanted to keep him because he is that gel guy, but he could be that piece to a lot of teams. In Golden State or not, they still win.
So beyond that X's and O's thing about Andre Iguodala on the team, this is really a story about leverage and about business in the NBA.
Andre being a genius, right?
Andre is a smart man, and Kevin Durant took less money. The money that he took less didn't exactly go to Iguodala, but by taking less money, it enabled the Warriors to go over the salary cap to keep him. So as soon as Durant did that, which was a solid to Iguodala, he didn't have to, but he did. It became a game of how much Andre could extract from the Warriors. That was what all of this was. And going through this process and also getting out his meetings, like his meetings were coming out there, was just this whole, and this gives a wonderful background to it. I don't honestly believe he was ever going to leave. I believe the entire thing was a game to squeeze out the dollars from the Warriors, and you know what? He got it, and he earned it.
Right.
He earned it.
He earned it. I mean, it's interesting that you say, hey, you think they could still win without him. Obviously, they feel in the locker room that he's a glue guy. And as you say, a lot of other teams feel that he would be that for their team. The details in the story, to me, are what's so great. I mean, Chris talks about the Sacramento Kings presentation and how they know that Andre is so interested in tech, so they frame themselves as the startup compared to the bigger sort of Apples and Googles and things like that around the NBA. And the Rockets apparently were one of the most dazzling free agency presentations in history, according to this article. And Chris Paul bursting in dramatically halfway through. So if you like the behind-the-scenes stuff, whether he was really going to leave or not, it is a great picture of the NBA.
For a team like the Kings, it's tremendous experience for them to go through this.
And get the meeting.
Yes, because I remember, the story about the Clippers going through the pitch for LeBron and then not being able to get him, helped them down the line landing Chris Paul when he wanted to come in. So this stuff, these things that happen have import. The things that happen now could end up being meaningful later. But I also think that the Warriors had a tremendous summer. They got Kevin Durant to sign a discount contract. I think the contract that they got Sean Livingston to sign, in my opinion, was below market value. They have Klay Thompson and Draymond Green on below market value contracts. The Warriors had a glorious summer.
They have a happy Steph Curry.
And they are a very wealthy team. They can afford to pay Andre Iguodala.
And as Stephen Jackson points out, they've got Nick Young.
Swaggy P.
There you go.